Good evening, guys. Not many people on the line. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. It wasn't the biggest promoted call. We're still going to go ahead with it. It will still be recorded, and we'll go ahead. We don't knock meetings here in our group, so give it 60 seconds, guys. Let's make a big push. Get as many people on the call. It's great to get new starters on here as well as prospects. This is the platform where we will always push the vision and the story of what we're trying to achieve here in the UK. I'm going to give it another 60 seconds, so really make a big push. Let's get this promoted to the teams. I want this to be, like I said, this is the platform to share the opportunity. It's only going to be a short opportunity call tonight, 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to make a start in 30 seconds. Right, guys, we will start. Welcome. If this is your first time listening tonight, my biggest piece of encouragement tonight would be definitely to be open-minded to what we've got to say. My name's Josh Maskell. I'm 26. I'm from Leeds. And when I first look back to when I got involved in network marketing, I've been involved now 2 years. I was extremely, extremely skeptical. Came in there, I was just used to my background's personal training, came in there. I like to tell the story that I had a big ego and a small bank balance, but once I looked into the business behind it and studied the business model of network marketing, I really figured out what was going on. It just opened my eyes to, wow, this thing's working and this thing's paying people big money. So, and once I saw the credibility behind the products, behind the people making legitimate incomes, okay, legitimate residual incomes, it excited me. And like I've said, be open-minded. Networking and what we're a part of it is working. You only have to look around now, and the way that people are making money and the way that businesses are going ahead is definitely changing. And this is due to the way networking is possible for our generation, especially with a product line as simple as what you're going to hear tonight, which is coffee and tea. So, as I've said, we're the most socially connected age ever. So please keep that in your mind and keep open-minded, because tonight you're going to hear a little bit about the product, you're going to hear about the business, and you're going to listen to basically how you can make a residual part-time income or full-time if that's what you wish to. So, and this is all dependent on your influence and work ethic. You know what I mean? I don't know who I'm talking to tonight. I don't know who's on the call, whether you want to make an extra £100, £1,000 a month. I don't know, but the opportunity is there to really build this as big as you want and really bring your value to the marketplace. And that made sense to me. So a little bit about me. As I've said, my name's Josh Maskell. I'm 26. I'm from Leeds. Been involved in network marketing now for 2 years. Originally got involved with a great opportunity which centered around health and nutrition, but always wanted to look for that next big project and really put myself around leaders, around winners, and around people who could really build this to another level. And I found that with OrganoGold. And I've always said, a business will rise and fall in leadership. And I've truly found leadership here, which will really build this brand all over the UK. So that's it. So as we've said, the name of the company that we're going to look at tonight is OrganoGold. And OrganoGold is a gourmet coffee and tea company. And what they've done is fantastic. They've got a small product range over the UK. We've actually got 5 products. We've got as black coffee, we've got as latte, mocha, hot chocolate, green tea, red tea. We've got a black ice drink now. We've also got some nutraceuticals. And what makes it different, before I discuss the coffee industry and why I've got involved with the coffee industry and why the person who's invited tonight wants to listen to information, is that they've taken a habit of coffee drinking and tea drinking, something that people do without thinking, people do habitually every single day. And they've taken that habit of tea drinking and coffee drinking, they've infused that with the health benefit, and the health benefit is Ganoderma. So write that down, do your own research, go out there and check it out. I've got in front of me now just some independent articles, and this was key to me, the independent articles. I've got the Health News, we've got the Direct Selling Press, we've got Alternate Medicine. So you just do your own research. And what they've basically done, they've taken this herb, this Ganoderma herb, and they've infused it into all their drinks. They've infused a herb into a habit. And to me, that makes perfect sense, because people always say they want to get fit and want to get healthy. So not only have we got into the health and wellness category through simply drinking coffee, green tea, hot chocolate, but we've also got into the coffee market, and that to me is where the big money is. So I'm going to go, before we move on to the coffee industry, I want to obviously explain why, this is key for me, why it's not sold in shops and why you don't see it on billboards and stuff like that, because we are a word of mouth marketing company. Okay, so instead of paying the billboards and paying the big advertising budgets, okay, they pay people to distribute this through word of mouth. And I use this example: if you like something, you tell your friends about it. So if I recommend a good restaurant, I may get lots of friends to visit that restaurant, but I will never receive anything for that. So in OG, in Organo Gold, what we do is very, very simple. Okay, it's the perfect product for network marketing. Coffee is a product that people want. They don't need it. It's not a fad. It's here to stay. Coffee is a commodity. You've only got to look at some coffee facts. It's the world's most consumed beverage next to water. It's the total European coffee market in 2011 was worth £104 billion, and that's on the up and up and up. Specialty coffee sales are increasing by 20% per year, and an average of 3.3 cups a day are drunk by Europeans. So for me, that just made perfect sense. The coffee market is there. It will not go away. It's a commodity. It's the second most traded commodity next to oil. So for me, that was just massive, and that anybody could really take this and simply share a cup of coffee. And it started with that. It started with a simple sharing of a cup of coffee, and for me, that's massive. So as I've said, it's a word of mouth marketing company. You've got the coffee business, you've got the health and wellness business, and rarely do you go out and see someone nowadays without a coffee in hand or an energy drink. And what we can do is offer them a better product, a healthier product, and really take this to market. So very simple concept. As I've said, instead of paying all the endorsements, they pay us to endorse it. And right now, this business concept that's attached to this of just sharing is very, very appealing for people. You might have got friends who have made good money. You might have seen other companies out there really making this happen, because most people right now are looking for an extra way to make money. Ask yourself the question tonight: is it an extra £100? Is it an extra £1,000? I'm not making income claims, but the opportunity is there to really build this brand. Okay. And what makes it acceptable now is obviously you've got the companies like Starbucks, McDonald's, you've even got Subway now, who are really going of what's called the coffee wars, and really getting behind just how powerful the coffee business is and just how much money is attached to this coffee business. McDonald's, a great fact, McDonald's have now swapped 70% of their ad budget to the McCafe range. Subway now open their doors at 6 a.m. So you can get your morning coffee. Starbucks have now made it acceptable to pay £2, £3, £4 for a cup of coffee. Okay, and the coffee wars are very ongoing now, and we're going to be able to now get in front of Starbucks and the supermarkets and provide generally better products that we get paid for. So very, very simple concept. And like I said, a little bit about how I've gone about doing this now. I've personally contacted 100 people to start this business. 35 got started, and that's built up to over 500 now in the last 22 weeks. Organo Gold is relatively new in the UK, and this excited me. Okay, I saw an opportunity to really build this brand from the ground roots up. We've got companies dwarfing us in size of what they're doing. You've got Amway's, Avon, Herbalife. So what I've seen in this is the growth margin and the growth momentum is definitely there. Okay, we are definitely the easiest and cheapest product in network marketing, in the network marketing community. And I just want to say, and I always touch on this, the purpose of your friend getting you on the call tonight wasn't to sell you any coffee. It wasn't to give you a pitch. It was simply to share the information of why he's excited. They will have liked, known, and trust you enough to get you on the call, okay? But what we want to see tonight is, A, does the product fit into your life? Are you already drinking Starbucks, Costa, Red Bull, Monster, Five Energy, all these drinks? And do you think this business model makes sense? And only you can ask yourself the question. And who do you know, okay? Ask yourself the question like, who do you know who drinks coffee and tea at least occasionally, okay? And I looked at that, and all my friends already are consuming these drinks, and it just made perfect sense to me, okay? And all my friends want an opportunity, okay? The need for an opportunity is there. It's very simple. To me, networking is the future. You almost look at companies like Facebook. They grew through word of mouth advertising, okay? Facebook never, ever have to advertise. So what you need to look for in a company is a sound product line, and specifically sound leadership, and a company that's there to help grow, and not only that, but sustain growth. I did my research for a while to see what company I want to move forward with and to build the next legacy company with. And I found that with OrganoGold, okay? OrganoGold is only a 6-year-old company. It started in 2008. In its first year of sales, only did 2 million. 2009 did 9 million. 2010, 47. And in 2011 did 152 million in sales. So you're still seeing this in its infancy, but it's growing and it's building. And this comes from the simple concept and the simple way of building the business. And that's simply giving coffee away for free, letting people try and then having a conversation. They've built their sale volume through people who aren't network marketers, who have no business background, who have no capital, who have built this from simply sharing. You don't need to be a high pressure salesman. You don't need any of these skill sets. You can simply let people in your circle of influence try the coffee for free and then have a conversation. So think how large this concept can get, okay? Just sharing coffee, just sharing an opportunity. To me, that's made perfect sense. So my advice tonight, I don't want to keep this call going too long. If you want to touch base, connect with my name's Josh Maskell, connect on Facebook, Twitter, wherever, and we can sit down and we can explain the opportunity. But my advice tonight is to take this information and make your own assumption, okay? The product, the economy, network marketing, this is going to be big. People are looking for what we have. This is definitely not a get-quick-rich game. It's all performance and effort based. So for me, the business model made perfect sense. I can go out there and provide as much value as I want to the marketplace. You get directly what you put in. If you do a little, you'll get a little, and if you do a lot, you will get a lot. Okay, you choose your value, and I personally building this big. I can see this being the biggest network marketing company in the UK. But you can build this part-time, okay? This is the wonders of this. You can build this part-time around your current commitments, and you can definitely build a business around life, around work, around family, around all these things to supplement what you're already doing, whether that's just to cover the mortgage, whether that's to cover the car payments, to cover the weekly shopping, to take that holiday every year, okay? But like I said, it's £40 to come in with the business entry kit. It's such a small investment to start a business. What we do recommend is that you come in with the bronze kit, and that's going to help you moving forward and getting you started. Okay, I'm not going to go in depth in the compensation plan tonight, but there is up to 8 ways now to be paid with the company. Some compensation based and some retail based. So touch base with the person who invited to the call tonight and we can discuss that in more depth. I just want tonight to be a very big overview, okay? So as I've said, I'm building this big, but you can build this part-time, supplement what's going on in your life. And if you do this enough, if you share the coffee enough, and if you share the opportunity enough, your belief level will go through the roof. The numbers are definitely in our favor for this product. So if you share the product, share the story, you're going to find people who love this concept, okay? As I've said, I look back to when I left university at 26, well, I left university at 22, couldn't find any graduate work, couldn't find any work, had to go in the factories for a little while, had to then get involved in the personal training profession, and was living paycheck to paycheck, making, I used to remember when I celebrated making £1,000 a month. I'm now making 5 figures a month, and I don't say that to gloat. I don't say that to show off. I show that to say that it's working, and I'm just a normal average kid who's made this happen. So as I've said, in closing, I would really like to touch base with the people on the call tonight. If you see anything in this for yourself, in closing, please don't get off the call tonight and go speak to someone who has zero idea about what they're talking about, okay? As I always say, if mum and dad don't get it, if your spouse don't get it, that's cool, okay? As I always say, my mum likes her own Facebook photos. This is definitely a new way to do business. But one tip that I will give tonight to finish the call off is follow my advice and follow advice from people who have what you want, okay? Only take advice from people who have what you want. That is key. I had to stop taking advice from certain people. I had to stop taking advice from myself because I was skint, I was broke, okay? This can definitely produce you the #1 lifestyle in the world. It can give you time freedom. It can help you build your own life. It's simple. You share the product, you share the story, and then when you find like-minded people, you do the same to their friends and to their circle of influence. And when you do that, you can build a distribution network, okay? You can build a network of consumers, a network of business partners. And as I always say, this is the right place at the right time, right people. This will be the next billion-dollar company. You're seeing this before Amway's doing more than the NFL franchise. You're seeing this before Herbalife have David Beckham on its chest. And this is not one of those things. This is not a pyramid scheme. These companies are legit. You've got the likes of Manny Pacquiao endorsing it. You've got the likes of Greg Norman who are getting behind this business model. Okay, this company's only been around for 6 years. And what I'm speaking about this is you're definitely with the right group. So if you're a winner on the call tonight, connect with me ASAP, as soon as you can. Connect with me. And if you want to come in from a business standpoint, then come in with the Bronze. Bronze is going to give you 10 boxes of coffee to really start and to get your friends and family using this product and benefit from the product. So thank you for being on the call tonight. What I do say is definitely have urgency about this. Okay, this group is moving fast. It definitely pays to get a position of equity. This group is moving fast. We're bringing people in by the day now. My advice is think big. This way of doing business will become the norm. This is happening, and you can't stop a solution to a problem. The economy is shifting. The way the money and the way we make money is shifting. I will see you all at the top. Guys, it's been a pleasure. If you want any more information, then do seek upline to who's on the call. But it's been a pleasure, guys. Good night.